Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Aisha, and if this is your first Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Aisha, and if this is your first time stopping by, please subscribe. So today I wanted to do a natural makeup look. So I do the same makeup look every single time, no matter if I'm going to a brunch, a school event, you know, at college, or a wedding. Like, I usually base it off of like how glam the event is. So I usually either upgrade it or downgrade it, whether I put like lashes on or red lipstick. But I just wanted to show like the basic look of it, or like the base level look of it. So this is something that you can do under 30 minutes. It's very easy. It's also very glowy. I don't even use highlight, and you will be glowing you know, after this makeup look. So it's really about just making your skin look natural and making everything look like it's your features but better. So I'll try to link all these products in the description box below if I can find them. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's get started. So the first thing that I always start off with is a primer. So I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I have a favorite primer, because I feel like I'm still shopping around for my favorite ones. But the one that I'm using right now is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Primer, and it's oil free. I got this in an Ipsy package, that's why it's travel size. I think I would buy the big size of this, because I feel like it works. And I mean, I don't know, if you guys have a primer recommendation, please comment them down below, because I don't think I'm like that picky with them, because I just don't really know which ones are good to use. So I just put a little bit in my hand and just put on like a moisturizer. So after I prime, the first thing that I always do are my eyebrows. I know there's like a debate on this, on whether that is the correct order, like whether it's foundation then eyebrows, but I just feel like eyebrows shape my face, so it kind of guides me for the rest of my makeup. And I feel like whenever I try to do it the other way, my eyebrows come out horrible. So it's been a couple of months since I threaded them, obviously, because eyebrow shops are closed. So let's just hope that this comes out well. So yeah, this is the eyebrow pencil that I use. This one is a random one I got at Target. I can't even find the brand because it wiped off. I'm pretty sure it was like Revlon or something like that. I honestly I'm not really picky with my eyebrow pencils. I just get a drugstore one, sometimes even the dollar ones, and that works for me. But you know, to each their own. So I'm gonna brush them up first, and then yeah, I basically just fill any like thinning spots or like any sparse areas, and I just try to make them look even. So I usually don't mind being that messy with my brows, because I usually just conceal them and let the concealer do the work for me. So the concealer that I've been using for a while now is the Bare Minerals concealer. So this is the multitasking concealer. It even has SPF in it apparently, and it's in the shade Deep Bisque. So I know it's weird, but I prefer a powder concealer. I don't know why, because I know that's not really the norm, but I just feel like it shapes my eyebrows a little better, especially because I have very weird eyebrows, well, at least in my opinion. So yeah, I just feel like this works better for me. But if before this I was also using the LA Girl concealer under my eyebrows a lot, so that's also a good alternative, and it's much cheaper. So I just draw a line directly under my eyebrow, and yeah, basically just follow the path, or follow the straight line. First one kind of done. Am I the only one who gets like makeup all over my hands like when I'm doing it? Like, it doesn't matter how precise I try to be, I get my hands like so dirty. So now that I have the concealer on, I just take a random blending brush. This is from e.l.f. I believe. I got this from Target for like $2. And I just try to clean up and blend it out so it doesn't have that weird outline look. I also like to use my fingers to just like blend out the rest of it because I just feel like my fingers work. I use them for like my entire face when I'm doing makeup. Probably why my hands get so dirty, but it works for me. So like the first phase of when I do my eyebrows, I like to think of it like the rough draft, because sometimes at the end of my makeup I'll realize that I don't like my eyebrows and I'll just like go over them and try to fix them. But this just helps me kind of like shape where I'm going with it, and yeah, it kind of gives me like an outline for where to start. So my next step is usually my eyes. Whether I'm doing a glitter look or a base or like a nude kind of look, I always try to just conceal my eyes, set them, and then go over them. Honestly, I like a very nude look for the eye. I just take like brown or burgundy like eyeshadows and just put them all over, and I feel like that works for me. And then if I have a big event, I will either add like gold glitter on top of it, something to pop it more. But just for a regular event or just like a more natural one, I try to go for a nude look. So the concealer that I use to conceal my eyes is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer. This is in the shade 470. So if you're someone who's maybe close to my shade and you're wondering what your shade is in this concealer, I think 470 would be good for you. So I just literally put like a dot on my eyelids and I just pat it out with my fingers. So after I put concealer on my eyelids, I always set it with a powder or a translucent powder. So I use the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in the shade, I think this one was like Topaz. I don't know, I've had it for a long time. And honestly, this powder is struggling. Like, the top has been broken for a very long time and I just never got around to getting a new one. So it's a struggle out here. So I'm just gonna take a random brush. This is the one I used to blend in the concealer on my eyebrows, and I just put it and, you know, just set anywhere that I put concealer on my eyelids just to give it a matte finish, and it'll just help the colors blend better as well. So after that, I go in with a nude eyeshadow, any brown. Like, I just honestly pack a bunch of different colors and just put it all over my eyelids. This is the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette in the mini. I've had this one for a long time. It honestly looks like very sad. Like, it's almost, yeah, it's time. But I just take like a bunch of different brown shades and I just put it all over, and yeah, that's pretty much what I do. I wish I could tell you that I do a special, you know, cut crease. I will practice. I'm not really there yet, but for now this is the kind of eye look that I go for. Just very, you know, neutral and very simple, but still adds a little bit of a pop. So I just mix a bunch of different brown shades. So I go for like Burkina, Ada, Zulu, and Fulani. So yeah, I pretty much just put that everywhere. I just messily apply the brown eyeshadow. If it looks a little crazy right now, it's okay. It's all gonna come together. So this is typically the step that I would add lashes, but because I'm doing the base level of this look, I'm not gonna add lashes. But if you go to my last video, my e-vlog, I just have like a video where I was doing my makeup, how I do it all the time for events like this, and you'll see how I apply lashes. So if you're interested in that, please watch my last video. But because I'm doing the simpler version of this look, I won't be using lashes. So my next step is foundation. I like to use a foundation that's not very heavy, that honestly just blends into my skin. If I'm being really honest, I don't even really wear foundation. I usually use my concealer as a foundation and just try to like put it anywhere that it can just help, you know, smooth my face out. But for the purpose of this look, because it's like more of a glam look, I will be using foundation. So the one that I use, I got sent by Ipsy, and I honestly don't even remember putting in my foundation shade on that website, but for some reason they sent me my perfect shade. So I use a Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation in the shade 4.3, and I really love this foundation. I feel like I'm gonna actually purchase the full size when this one finishes, but I really like it because it just melts right into your skin. It looks like you're not even wearing foundation. It just blends so well. I don't know if it's because the shade is really good, but I also like that it's not very full coverage, because I don't want people to know that I'm wearing foundation. I want it to like, I mean, obviously they can know I'm wearing foundation, who cares? Like, if I beat my face, people should know that I have makeup on, you know? But I just like a very natural and very like clean look. You know, I don't want anything that's too cakey on my skin, so I really like this foundation for that reason. So I also don't really put a lot. I just use the applicator that it comes with. I just literally like put some on my cheek area, and then I use whatever I have here to just blend it all out. So I have this random sponge. I typically use the Real Techniques one. It's really good. So yeah, I just try to blend it out as naturally as I can. And I use whatever is left on it to just do it on my forehead, because I don't just directly put foundation on my forehead because it makes it look a little cakey. So a good tip is to never directly put it on, but to just use whatever is left on your brush or your sponge and just pat that on. So after blending my foundation out, I like to go back in with the same concealer that I use for my eyes, which is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter concealer in the shade 470. So I like to go under my eyes, not too much, just like a mini triangle. And then I also go on my chin as well, and then I go straight down my nose. I also try to fan it just to let it dry down a bit. I feel like that helps it blend a lot better, and it also highlights your face a little more. So like I said, I just take my damp sponge and I just blend it all out. I also, like I said, just put whatever is left of my sponge on my forehead. So I leave the nose concealer for last. After I set all this with powder, then I go in and do that, and then yeah. So I just take the same Ben 9 powder and I just put it anywhere that I put concealer. I put a very light coat on, or well, just enough to press it in and just make it look very smooth and not so like oily and unblended. Now I'm just gonna go with my nose concealer and blend that out very well. So I'm also just gonna put a little powder and basically put it directly down my nose. So before I even move on, I always, after doing my face makeup, I like to blend everything out before I even add anything else on top of it. So I just take this full face brush. I don't even remember what it's called. Forgive me guys, I'm gonna link everything. But this is the Real Techniques. It comes in their like essential brushes. But I'm basically just gonna take this brush and blend everything out. So next I'm going to just contour my nose with some bronzer. So the bronzer that I use is the Fenty Beauty Cream Bronzer in the shade Toffee Tease. I just put a little bit of this on this brush, and then I just try to outline my nose shape with that. And a technique that I really like to use is basically putting the bronzer or contour, whatever you use, in this area right here. I just feel like it creates a nice outline or shape for you to do it, especially for me who's only been contouring my nose for a couple of weeks. I feel like it really helps guide me very well. And I really try to blend that out well because I don't want it to be obvious that I did that. I don't want like any cream or patchy business over there. I'm just gonna take the same bronzer and just put it around here, not too much because like I said, I don't want it to be too patchy or anything, but just to have a very natural glowy look. And then I just take a Real Techniques contour brush and I just do the same. So my next step is blush, and I have been like, I don't know where I've been all these years or why I convinced myself that I couldn't wear blush, but this has been a game changer in my makeup look. I just feel like it makes me look so much more natural, and I feel like I prefer it way more than highlight because it gives you more of a natural glow rather than like a patchy, really glittery one. I feel like this is better for everyday or just that like glow from within. So I highly recommend you to start using blush if you haven't. The one that I've been using is the Fenty Beauty Cream blush in the shade Summertime Wine. I really like this color because even though it's like very, I'll show you guys the color. Even though it has like a very pinky color, it still blends really nice into my skin. It doesn't look like super noticeable or like not to the point where I look like a clown or anything. But it really just has made my makeup look so much better. So I'm definitely gonna be using this every single day of the summertime. So I just take some of my finger, I'm pretty generous with it, and I just use my 2 fingers to blend it all out until it's like all melted into my skin. I also put on my nose. I don't know if that even does anything, but it makes me feel better. So after I'm done with blush, I like to take a full face powder and just put anywhere that I put any cream products, just to set it a little bit more and to make everything also blend very well. So this is a MAC powder. Again, I don't even know what shade this is. I just know it's the MAC, I believe the Studio Fix. It's a Studio Fix powder. And yeah, I just use this shade. As you can see, I've been using this for a very long time, so I can't even begin to tell you what shade it is because it's completely erased. So I just take this and put it anywhere that I put cream products just to set it well. And I don't want to use too much, just enough to set everything really nicely. So I like to spray my face at this point just to get that powdery look away or take it away. So I just take a rose water. Obviously a setting spray is better, but this is what I have right now. So after I spray my face, I like to go in with mascara. So the one I've been using is the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Mascara. So I really like this one because it gives you a full look, and yeah, especially because I'm not wearing lashes, I want to go for a mascara that shows up on my face. So for the last part, I typically go for my lips. So the lip combo that I typically do, I just take a brown lip liner, put any kind of lip balm, or you know, if you have Vaseline, that works, and then I top that with a lip gloss if I'm doing something extra glam. So I'm just using this NYX lip pencil in the shade Espresso. So I line my lips a lot so that I can create that brown and nude lip color. So as you can see, it already created a nude color for me. So then I go on with the Fenty Gloss Bomb. This is the shade Hot Chocolate. So I just go directly over it with that. I'm gonna just take this brush to blend out again and then spray my face as well. Wow, almost forgot the most important part. This is my signature. So I basically take a gold eyeshadow and put it in my inner tear ducts. This just helps to make my eyes pop and almost like widen them a little bit. So I use the shade Casablanca from the Juvia's Place palette, and I just go right in my inner tear duct. I also also put the same shade that I use on my eyelids on my under eyelid as well. So this is all that I do for this makeup look. This is my go-to makeup look for any brunches, any girls' days out, any college events, and I basically just build it up or tone it down based on how glam the event is. So yeah, either I can add like a red lipstick, add some fancy lashes, like whatever works for that event. I mean, I really like this because I can do it under 30 minutes, but it also looks great in pictures, and I always get compliments that, you know, the makeup looks very glowy, and you know, it doesn't hurt to look like you tried a little hard but you actually didn't. So yeah, please comment below if you have any other makeup ideas that you'd like to see me do. Please let me get out of my comfort zone because I basically do the same makeup look in different variations. So yeah, whatever you're interested in seeing, please comment it down below. I post every Sunday at 3 p.m. so please put the bell notification on so that you can know when I post. And I just hope that everyone is staying safe in this time, that you're taking care of your mental health, and that you're all doing well. And I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.
Baby, that's on me. That's what